Hi everybody, this is Noam tamari-wekser, and I'm here today to share some personal, key learnings on how to get promoted. Um, During my last, I would say 5 years as a keynote speaker and at international conferences, I'm getting constantly approached by people saying, share some secrets on how to get promoted, or is there an easier way, or stuff like that. So I really, I decided to put this short presentation and to share, one key learning on how to get promoted. Um, as a born and raised in Tel Aviv, you could say that I'm infected, infected with the, you could say, startup germ, inside my body. Yes, everybody knows that Tel Aviv is considered to be a worldwide famous in the entrepreneurial spirit, activity, and day to day and way of living, and I really agree with that. um, Ever since my early years, I've been entrepreneuring, and I consider myself as an entrepreneur, of course, but I consider myself more of a intrapreneur, which is it's entrepreneuring in organizations and in companies, and I've gained my reputation and experience as an entrepreneur in both local and big, huge corporates and multinationals around the world. And working for companies and working for corporates, I've really I realized that there's many ways of getting promoted, but there's one thing that I really remember. It was kind of a tipping point at back at time in my life, is where I was. It was many years ago. I registered to hear out a conference, for a conference. Back then, it was a conference for CIOs, for chief information officers, and the agenda, the discussion was how to get on the CEO's agenda, how to get the CEO's attention, how to explain to the CEO that information and technology is important. That was the discussion back then. I registered to the event because I wanted to learn, something, which is how to get on the CEO's agenda attention. I want to get promoted. So I went to that event, and then there were a lot of presentations, but one really captured my attention, and this is something I want to give to you right now. And have a look at the screen right now. It's just you have two dimensions. One dimension is the organization's profit from my work, and the other organization is my effect inside the organization. And just to give you an example, our purpose is, of course, to move up the ladder, is getting promoted. And just to give you an example, a person that have a very low, the organization have a very low profit from their work, and on the same time, this person has a negative effect inside the organization, this person's job is at risk. This is just to give you an example. Another example, which is most likely you, okay? A lot of people out there, and this is most likely everybody. It's me, it's you, it's everybody. Before we decide to do something about it, is if we do everything the boss tells us to do, and we do exactly what the job descriptions tells us to do, then the organization has quite a positive profit for my work, and also I'm very good with. I'm having a positive effect inside the organization. But this job is considered to be an operational one. Even if I'm in sales or in marketing, if I'm doing exactly as I told and I'm bringing the same result as I'm expected to bring, then according to Gartner, this is an operational status. Okay, you're not going to get promoted from that point. You're not going to get promoted by doing exactly what you're told to do. What Gartner is saying is to increase, your organization's profit, the organization's profit from your work, and on the same time, increase the effect, or having a more positive effect inside the organization. This is what, according to Gardner, is considered to be a decision partner, someone that you're being called to a meeting to say, listen, we want to have a decision on this, and we need you here. Could you spare some time and be with us? If you continue further down that road, according to Gardner, you will become a loyal ally. That means that they actually can't have a decision on anything or can't roll out anything if you're not there. okay? And at the end of this road, well, the beginning starts, you're actually getting promoted to a better job. Well, I've seen this Gardner model back then, and this was really, as I said, this was a tipping point for for me. I realized that I'm there. I'm in the operation level. Okay, I'm not at risk. I'm the operation level. I'm trying to do everything in my power to get promoted, but I realized I was doing all the wrong things. It's not by doing better, doing faster the things that I'm asked to do. It's not about showing off. It's not about taking credit. No, it's about bringing more value to the organization, which is a mixture of profit and a positive effect inside the organization. And there's a lot of ways, but one thing that really worked for me, and it was really great because I got promoted. I got promoted many times because I used the same formula. What I did was simple. I just first, and this is what my recommendation to you. You first go ahead and you look around. There's like a zillion things every company in the world is missing. If they had this service, or if they had that product, or if they had, I don't know, whatever process inside the organization could be better at, I don't know, bringing more money, retain customers, I don't know, be more efficient, save money. It's like there's a zillion things that are missing in each company in the world. Pick one, just one, just pick one, and then learn about it. How do you learn about it? Simple. Talk to people. Go and talk to other employees from other departments, talk to partners of your company, talk to distributors of your company, talk to resellers, talk to customers. If you are close to someone, even as a friend, talk to competitors. And even be a little bit cocky and go and talk to top managers in the parking lot or in the coffee corners, I don't know, whatever, even in the toilet if you're brave enough. But ask some questions, pick their mind, get to learn about it. Once you know more about it, then try to figure out how to solve it. It doesn't matter how. It could be a product, a service, it could be a process. It doesn't matter. Just figure out by yourself. Once you got this figured out, it could be just an idea in your head. It doesn't need to be implementable in any way at this point. You go back to the very same people you talked to pick their minds, and you pick their mind again, but now from a different angle, saying, I've got this idea I want to share with you. What do you say about that? Guess what? You're already getting noticed. Okay, you're already getting noticed by a lot of people around there because this guy is more entrepreneurial with his behavior, or this girl is more entrepreneurial with her behavior. Doesn't matter, but this person is more entrepreneurial. Wow, this is interesting. So you're getting noticed. You might get some enemies, but well, that's fine. But you're getting noticed, and consult with these people again, saying I've got this idea, and get their feedback. You then sit down with the feedback and you build a presentation that the entire presentation is aimed for no more, no less than the company's top person, the CEO. And in this presentation, which shouldn't be longer than 4 slides, you're actually offering a solution to a missing thing, to a gap. And this is what you need to do. You need to build this presentation. Once you get that presentation done, just 4 slides, you go ahead and send an email to the CEO asking for 15 minutes of his time or her time to be able to present an idea to something that is missing inside the company. And with your idea, the company will be able to do better at whatever the gap that you're filling up. And you wait for an answer. If you're lucky, okay, you get a real chance to go again and get promoted because you will be able to present. If you're not lucky the first time, you're still getting noticed. So just keep up, okay? Keep on doing this. Go down that road further and do it again and again until you get noticed, until you get the opportunity to present. I promise you, my friend, once you got a once this thing, once you get a green light to do something, that's it. You're promised to get promoted. It's like there's no other way. You will get promoted. That's it. So, this is my key learning. I wasn't very good at it to begin with. It took me some time to get the presentation, but once I got the presentation, then I got noticed. So I got the opportunity to do something about it. So I led a change within the company, and it worked out. It wasn't very well to begin with, but it did something. And then again and again. And this is the key to get promoted, bringing value to your company. It sounds so simple, right? It is simple. You just need to try it out. Just get out of your cubicle and do it. That's it. I did it. You can do it. If I can do it, I promise you that you can do it as well. So, having said that, first of all, I want to thank you for your time listening to me, and my learnings. And I hope that I was able to at least open your mind to a new direction. And this is Noam, tamari-wekser, signing off here, and get promoted. Cheers.